My good friend, Megan May Sass, sometimes makes videos and dedicates them to me because I'm usually the one that's like, make more videos because I like hearing you talk, because I do. Because she's always interesting and funny and smart and kind and beautiful, and I could just give Megan compliments all day, but that's not the point of the video. So I warned her in advance that this might be boring, but hopefully it's not. I have this bulletin board. I'm going to try and turn it to show you. And I've had it for years and built things up on it. And I'm going through kind of like a restart of my life because I'm going through a lot of changes right now, and I'm going through a lot of like trying to fix things that I don't like and make things perfect. Well, not perfect, nothing's perfect. But so I'm going to redo my bulletin board too. So I figured as I take it down, I could show you what I had on there. Partly so that I remember. So I have like a million things. This is a super old cartoon. I'm trying to figure out how to get it off of here without like ripping a hole in it. I've had this on my bulletin board since 7th grade, and it's a non sequitur, and it says how fashion trends get started, and the barber accidentally takes off a chunk of his hair and says, oops, I mean voila. And I've always loved that because I think trends are the stupidest thing, and just dress how you dress. Don't follow rules because, I mean, there's no like point to it. It changes all the time and it's silly. This is another really yellow newspaper clipping from, this is Nebraska. This was way back in the day, 10th grade, I think, when I got really involved in a political campaign that my dad was also actively involved in. My dad wasn't the one running, but he was involved in helping with it. And it was the first time I'd been actively involved in politics, and so I saved it because all the little red squares were the counties that our candidate won, and so it was really exciting. Even though I don't necessarily still support that candidate. I love old vintage stuff, and this is from the last family vacation that my family ever took. And it's an old school Valentine. And it says, my heart is beating to 3/4 time my Valentine, and I think it's adorable. This is a schedule for the Omaha Storm Chasers, which is our local minor league baseball team. And I keep intending to go and then not going because being outside for 9 innings is less fun than it sounds. And I have some origami fish that are from a girl that I was friends with in elementary school and middle school, and I haven't talked to her in a really long time, but I found the fish and I thought they were cute, and so I put them on my board. Then I have things reminding me not to worry so much about being perfect. This is a quote that my mom cut out and sent to me in the mail when I was in college, and it says, remind yourself that not everything always has to be perfect, especially when good enough is good enough. And this is also a present from my mom. It's a magnet, and it says, life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. And that's totally true, and I need to remember that more often. I have a lot of cheesy quotes on here, like, friendship multiplies joy and divides grief. I read that somewhere and wrote it on this thing that has notes in it from a psychology class in high school, so that's really old. This is my Billy Joel keychain from when I saw Billy Joel live in concert. He is my favorite artist who is still living. My favorite artist of all time is Frank Sinatra, but he is not still with us. But Billy Joel is, and I saw Billy Joel live in concert, and it was incredible, and I freaked out a lot, and I still kind of freak out when I'm like, I saw Billy Joel. This is, my brother made this for me when I was in middle school. It's a little star standing on a stage in front of the 3 stars or 3 judges, because when I was in middle school I was convinced that I was going to be on American Idol and be the next American Idol, so that's me in front of Randy, Simon, and Paula, who none of them are still on that show, so, and I no longer want to be an American Idol, so, you know, many things have changed in the world. This is a really old promotion. there was a thing that you could get a pass to see a free movie if you brought in tickets from 4 other movies you had seen at our local movie theater. And so I had saved, this is the first part of Harry Potter 7 Part 1, and then Tangled and Burlesque, which is a terrible movie, but I'm addicted to it, so don't judge too hard. And this one is Morning Glory, which is also not a great movie, but it's about a female journalist, so I'm pretty all about that. And then I have some pictures from back in the day before I was afraid of flying. I went to London on a school trip, and so this is the theater where we saw Avenue Q on the West End in London, and it's still one of my favorite musicals. It's not as good as The Last 5 Years, but still awesome. And that is Shakespeare's House. I was at Shakespeare's House in Stratford, and it's kind of the greatest thing ever. As much as I freaked out about seeing Billy Joel in concert, take that times 12 and you have me at Shakespeare's House. It was almost a religious experience. It was really intense. This is money that my brother gave me for Christmas exclusively to buy Magic the Gathering cards with, and I've only spent half of it, so the rest is in an envelope to be spent at some point. This is my receipt from my laptop that I bought almost 2 years ago, and I still have not finished paying my mom back for that, because I borrowed money from her and then have slowly been paying her back over time, and it's really good she doesn't charge interest. I should probably finish that off. And then I have a whole bunch of really random things. I bought these at Fuel, which is this great coffee shop in Mount Vernon where I went to college, and they make a rainbow, so I have my little rainbow Christmas things, and I had a Gay Pride Christmas tree at Cornell. And I just hung them on my bulletin board because I didn't know where else to put them. But I have a Christmas tree in my room, so I should definitely just put them on my actual Christmas tree. Putting that aside to do later. And I have my Phineas and Ferb stickers because it is the greatest children's show. And if you don't watch it, you should. It is Miss Megan. It is exactly your kind of thing. I have this. It's from my gym friends. It says Breezy Bee on it. It is a gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I have been saving it because eventually I'm going to go to the gym so much that I wear out my gym shoes, and nice gym shoes are super expensive, and then I'll just have a gift card, and I can just buy new shoes, partially buy new shoes with that, and it will be fantastic because saving money is good. I don't necessarily agree with all the opinions that I had in it, but I got an opinion piece published in the Omaha World Herald when I was 15, and it was the first thing that I ever had in a newspaper, so this is super special to me as someone who's going to journalism, because it's my first clipping. I would never put it in my portfolio because it's terrible, but it has a lot of sentimental value. This is my movie ticket to see Win-Win, which is a great movie, and I went to see that on my Treat Myself Day on the 6th month of when I decided to live, and so that's very special to me. I have little pieces of paper that have the names of all of my section editors from when I was starting as managing editor at the Cornellian, because Tom briefed me over the summer because I wasn't there when things were staffed because I was at Doane. So these are clearly super old, and none of those people still work there because they've all graduated. So, yeah. This is my first ever voter registration card because civic engagement is important and you should vote. Everyone should vote always. Well, not always, only when there's an election, clearly. And I think this is really cute. It says, when you were born, you were crying, and everyone around you was smiling. Live your life so that when you die, you're the one smiling, and everyone around you is crying. And I think that's really sweet, and I like it, and I think it's a cool concept. And this one says, if all I do today is smile at a stranger, I will have changed the world for both of us. And I really like that one, especially since working as a barista, all I do all day is smile at strangers. So it makes me happy. And this is a save the date for my friend's wedding and I'm really excited about that. And this is my ID band to get in. The first time that I was ever in a gay bar, it was during Omaha Pride in 2011, and it was also my first Pride, so it was a big deal. It was a big moment in my LGBT life. Saved this from a blanket that was supposed to be super soft, so it says touch me. So I have a touch me sticker. That's a thing. And then I found this in my yard once. I love random found objects. It's kind of my favorite thing. And it says, I came over, had the dog out, got fresh water and hugs. He sure is the nicest. Love, Gladys. I don't know anyone named Gladys. Nobody in my neighborhood is named Gladys, so I have no idea who Gladys is, but she drew a really cute smiley face. And it was in my yard when I got home one day, so I was super excited. And everything else that's on here is just... Oh, this is from the Lincoln Highway Arts Festival, which is in Mount Vernon every year, and it's one of my favorite things, and I adore it. So, yeah, I got that there. And everything else is just fortune cookies. And I love my fortune cookies, but they're not super important. Well, this one, during difficult times, our true friends become apparent, which is totally true. Or this one, your presence livens up any conversation. I like to pretend that one's true. But yeah, it's mostly just fortune cookies now. And a random Dr. Seuss button that says, I am Sam, which I am not. I am Breezy. And this has been a really long video. So I'm going to say goodbye, but thank you for enduring me talking about the things that are important to me and have emotional significance. And I had lots of cleavage. Alright, bye Megan!